Uh-oh. Alright, cool. So this is gonna be the second half, I guess. If yeah. If this video cuts off and we're on a different video because it just got the message. This is part 2 of Vibing Out, episode 4 to Nikko Lafre's Troubled Soul, Blame the City. We just finished listening to track 14, Mama Said. Bomb ass track. Like I was already giving out my, I already gave out like a little advice to the youngers out there. They know, careful with the females. They can play you without you knowing. The smile, everything. They when they get all too friendly, and they try to get onto you way too close, way too fast, and what it's naturally supposed to be. Watch out. That's a red flag. Let me finish up this glass. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and hit the track number 15, which is titled From the Gods. As soon as my wonderful screen loads up. Track 15, From the Gods.
See the difference between a nigga like me and a nigga like you? I don't believe in no middleman. I get mine straight from the source. I get mine straight from the gods. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. I got white, but you yellow with the bricks. Got it looking like the Wizard of the Horse in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. I got pure, but you stepping on the bricks. Got it looking like the main man march in this bitch. Goddamn. Pure white, yeah, I sold that. In a trap with them killers and them zoes at. I bought the blocker from a shot, I told him hold that. But if a nigga disrespect, I tell him blow that. So niggas know that I ain't the one for the fuck shit. And tell the fiends I'm the one they should fuck with. Cause the boy plugged up and them boys fucked up. But go ahead, call him up and try love with some weak shit. And leave tripping for a weak shit. And boy, don't hit me if you're looking for no cheap shit. Cause when I'm selling this 30 for the key shit. Straight bass and it's hitting like the beat hit. Yeah, all I do is get the weed lit. But if I did sniff, yeah, I'll be on this all day. Man, this be that great A. I got the shit to run away. But from who I never say, and it's word to the drought. We fly 'em in and fly 'em out. From over north to the south, I had them birds in the house. And they was stashed in the couch. Them OGs, they'll vouch and I ain't need try and brag. But I just went and got a jag. The ball mates let them sag with 100 on the tag and 100 in the mag. Down to put a pussy nigga in the bag. Gauge. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got white, but you yellow with the bricks. Got it looking like the Wizard of the Horse in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got pure, but you stepping on the bricks. Got it looking like the main man march in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got white, but you yellow with the bricks. Got it looking like the Wizard of the Horse in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got pure, but you stepping on the bricks. Got it looking like the main man march in this bitch. Goddamn. Water whipping, yeah, I'm water whipping. That old head try to play me, now his daughter missing. A young boy try to play me, but I caught him slipping. He sent his head to his mama on the FedEx shipment. Cause I'm the definition of a nigga who won't take light. To niggas reaching, man, I'll shoot him in the daylight. We hit him up and get his homies in the same night. Bitch, I be jigging, selling halves for the same price of a whole thing. Man, it's cocaine. These niggas telling, man, I swear they ain't got no shame. I'm spacing 20 and I still ain't giving no names. Cause that's the rules when you play up in a dope game. Gold grill and a rope chain. I feel like Hogan 87, splitting twos up in a 7, so the 6 about the 7. It's just to add to my collection. I came from nothing, that's progression, and I thank God. I'm well protected, so I'm who these niggas can't rob. And if he try, we spray his car like a paint job. Remember when they tried to tell me get a day job? But this ain't for you pussy nigga, keep your day job. Cause scared money don't make money. And if I ever go broke, I'ma take money. So let's just pray it never happens. Fuck the rapping, boy, I'm trapping till I see that Bill Gates money. Whoa. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got white, but you yellow with the bricks. Got it looking like the Wizard of the Horse in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. stepping on the bricks. Got it looking like the main man marching this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got white, but you yellow with the bricks. Got it looking like the Wizard of the Oz in this bitch. Goddamn. Straight from the gods. Got it straight from the gods. Got pure, but you stepping on the bricks. Got it looking like the main man marching this bitch. Goddamn.
Say for a fact how it looked, and and this track right here from the gods definitely are two worthy candidates of the A-list track of the album. But and I'll let you guys debate that shit. I'm sure a lot of Nikko Lafre fans are gonna say, nah, from the guys, this is definitely should be a radio hit. Should be how, or it should be one of those love tracks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can debate. We can have this debate. We can have fun in the comment section. Come on, man. It's all good shit. But my A-list hasn't come yet. Like I said, it hasn't come yet. But look. Fire ass track. Now this is the ultimate dope dealing banger, straight from the guys. You know what this track really means? This means no middleman shit. No, like, you know, like you ever seen that movie? What was it called? But it was that it was a Rockefeller production movie. I can't believe I forgot the name of the movie. But it's the one with Ace, Rico, Calvin, and Lulu. But basically, you know how it revolves around Ace, man. You know how Ace had to deal with Lulu. Lulu's the one who got him hooked with selling, you know, the white powder, the white girl, essentially. But no, like Lulu was considered a middleman because Lulu got it from somebody else. You understand? From the guys, basically means like you got it straight from where they harvested that shit and made that shit. Where they made cocaine, the fields. You got it straight from the motherfucker that owned that plantation. That right there is what from the gods mean. You ain't got to deal with no Lulu, no middleman. You got it straight from the motherfucker that was growing that shit. Now I know using, but like I'm giving you the most realistic. I'm giving you the realistic translation of what this song means. Alright. But that's all it is. It's just hype about that. It's like I got it straight from the guys. I ain't like you punk ass motherfuckers on the corner who got it from the middleman. It's like I got this shit straight from the gods. You know? So that's, I'm telling you, like Scarface and then, you know, when they was selling that shit, they ain't just, no, hell no. Essentially that was the growth of the, I wouldn't say middleman, but essentially that's what it is. So you an official middleman, really, when you get it straight from the gods, because then you giving it to other motherfuckers who are trying to sell shit and make money on the low. You becoming a source. I mean, I wouldn't say middleman. I take that back. It's a middleman when the one who you giving the supply to sells it to others. That's a debate. I'm debating this with myself. Fuck. But anyways, dope ass track, man. So now from there we're gonna move on to track number 16. This one's titled Never Going Back. Let's play this shit.
up without a boss, but I told him that I got him. If he go, I take his place, cause I can't just watch, man, I'm too real. If you was me, my nigga, tell me how would you feel? Seeing all the people that you call family in the struggle while you about to make $1 million off a new deal. And now them jealous niggas hating and they do kill. So you get up out the hood cause you know better. But niggas who don't understand say you changed up. They wanna see you stay just like them and do no better. I told them fuck that, I'm in the sun like where the bucks at. A year ago this new Mercedes was a bus pass. That's when I still had a roll with a chopper and was known for shooting first, so I ain't never had a bus back. That period why you damn right I had to touch that. And no, I ain't too proud of it, but this what it was. To make it out the only way I knew was selling drugs, so I was selling drugs. And boy, I'm giving you the facts. Yeah, it's deeper than the rap on the gang, I was really in the trap. Drowned with the straps, selling packs for the sack. Take a look at where I was, now just look at where I'm at. And I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them niggas I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them hoes I ain't never going back. Boy, I'm giving you the facts. Yeah, it's deeper than the rap on the gang, I was really in the trap. Drowned with the straps, selling packs for the sack. Take a look at where I was, now just look at where I'm at. And I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them niggas I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them hoes I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Yeah, I put that on my soul. I had to work and got a soul, seen it all but never told. Cause I was living by the code. And from the streets it grew a rose, little nigga from the slums. Me and Slim, we had the guns. You shoot your ass with everyone if you was fucking with the funds. I swear the homie ain't for none. Was on the corner, rain and sun, going hard for the bread. But now the homie in the feds. And I just tell him hold his head and he tell me do the same. I fell a victim to the game. While I got rich and made a name, and it's sad but it's life. They gave a young nigga life. I swear that shit ain't even right now, I'm in this shit for him. And I free my nigga Slim. I think about him every night when I'm sitting reminiscing about the shit a nigga seen. Running with them killers, I was only 17 when I moved from Minnesota out to Minnesota Ave. Yeah, that's out in DC and I was serving all the fiends. Money in my pocket, it was busting out the seams. Never had a job, no, I got it straight from Duckin'. My trap was doing numbers in my hoes, they was fucking. I thought I knew it all, you couldn't tell a nigga nothing, boy, I'm giving you the facts. Yeah, it's deeper than the rap on the gang, I was really in the trap. Drowned with the straps, selling packs for the sack. Take a look at where I was, now just look at where I'm at. And I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them niggas I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them hoes I ain't never going back. Boy, I'm giving you the facts. Yeah, it's deeper than the rap on the gang, I was really in the trap. Drowned with the straps, selling packs for the sack. Take a look at where I was, now just look at where I'm at. And I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them niggas I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back. Tell them hoes I ain't never going back. I ain't never going back.
Solid ass track. If it wasn't for TTINM, this would definitely be my B-list track right here, man. Clear as fact. Like I said, this is a deluxe edition. In fact, I did a little bit of a tweaking to it and added a couple more songs. This is one of them, I believe. I haven't really checked it. It's been a while. This was like I said, 5 years back when this first came out. I made this shit straight up. Like, I just added a couple songs. I do my own personal deluxe edition. I added a couple tracks I think should have been added, and you know, I think originally it was supposed to be 16, and I just added 2 more tracks that definitely belonged on to this album. But I didn't want to make it too long because then it would have been like I just wouldn't be able to really fuck with it. But no, like, I know this review has been basically over 2 hours. Technically by the video recording, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. But of course, this video's more than likely been broken in 2 parts. Like I said, that's why I repeated it again, like saying, oh, this is part 2. Back when we were playing, what was it? Mom said, I think, track 14. Because I got the message on my phone that it said it reached the max recording for 1 take. But yeah, like I said, deep ass track. And this is where really, you know how there's like a lot of tracks I want to say, like, where it's not like about where rappers are not asking you for you to feel pity for them, but it's kind of like it really is almost it's a pity story, really. So this is kind of like him pretty much. He's not asking for pity. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not asking for pity, but you get that, you know, you kind of feel for them. You know, he was talking about how, like, you know, all I could do was sell drugs, man. So I was selling drugs. And also, let me throw you another fun fact about Nikko Lafre. Before he was selling drugs, coming up, dude was actually a really talented athlete. In fact, he was getting D1 offers. Yes, I said D1 offers as a all-star running back. Fuck, that bump was heavy as fuck. But then he suffered a really bad knee injury that basically ended his football career. And he said, fuck it. And I believe that's when he went. Either he was playing in beforehand or some shit, but I think he was. Either way, well, he had to go back to finding another outlet of money. So he had to stop. Since football was done, he had to go back to selling drugs. And eventually, that's when he started rapping. I made the wrong fucking turn, God. I'm gonna have to make a right turn. Damn it. Fucking stupid ass people. But yeah, also another thing, I don't think I brought it up to your guys' attention, but even though he grew up most of his life in Minneapolis, he did move around. His mom relocated the family, I think, when he was 15 or 16 over to DC. So that's why he even brought that line where he's like, I was traveling from Minnesota to Minnesota Ave, and that was in DC. And then eventually he did move down to Miami for a bit, but then, of course, relocated back to Minnesota, even though he would go from time to time to DC and Minnesota to record. Of course, he'd also go to New York and LA like every other rapper and artist would do. But of course, Miami, Minnesota, and DC, those are his three main locations that he would say that he lived in, in a periodical time. Of course, he did travel out later on to LA after this album, but like I said, we'll go into further details about that for the next episode. Let's move on to track number 17, and this one is titled
See, I ain't just become this nigga overnight.
Stilky.
Nah, I was born this way. I was raised this way. And I'ma die this way. Geesh. Yeah, I still put the money over all. And I still got them killers on call. Cause I still don't fuck with the law. And I'm still geesh. So I still got these bitches on dick. And I'm still flexed up in the 6. Cause I'm still A1 with the wrist, yeah, I'm still geesh. Yeah, I'm still that little nigga from the West End. Got these bitches on deep when I step in. And you know they all fucking no question. Pulled up in the 6, but I left it. That drop top ghost got the chauffeur with it. Seesaw white with the windows tinted. Cause so them broke boys can't see who in it. Cause when you get money, man, I swear these pussy niggas always wanna try to take your blessings. When I'm strapped, so it ain't no stress. On the east, but I'm west side reppin'. Showtime in this bitch, high step. And them new Margellas and my bitch in the same. You talking fuck niggas, then don't mention my name. Cause I went and got some change, but still nothing changed, oh yeah. Cause I still put the money over all. And I still got them killers on call. Cause I still don't fuck with the law. And I'm still geesh. So I still got these bitches on dick. And I'm still flexed up in the 6. Cause I'm still A1 with the wrist, yeah, I'm still geesh. 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 I'm still with my D1 bitch. I won't leave them, that's on much. You try me, they'll shoot, I promise. Into the grace, I still pay homage. I'ma be that nigga pimp, man, I'm still gon' foes. Still smoked up, yeah, I'm still blowing drone. If you still need something, it's still for the low. Cause I'm still by the check like I never been. On a brand new crib, I ain't settling. Cause I'm still on the road and I'm still doing shows. So I'm still getting dough, I can never spend. On the groovy asshole, know this all for the fam. Free my little bros, man, they all in the gym. So I still make sure to keep some bread on their books. Cause a real ass nigga, man, that's all that I am, oh yeah. Cause I still put the money over all. And I still got them killers on call. Cause I still don't fuck with the law. And I'm still geesh. So I still got these bitches on dick. And I'm still flexed up in the 6. Cause I'm still A1 with the wrist, yeah, I'm still geesh. 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 I'm still
track, as if you noticed, it was definitely reiterated throughout the whole song. But it's track title is called Still Geach, and now you can know this is my A-list track off this album. And yes, this track is part of the official release on iTunes. You'll find it there. I believe he still has it gone under the track or under the artist named Gusto Geechee, which I told you about is what he brought up first on the corner. Weird, right? But this was definitely the last project that he released under the name Nikko Lafre, for a fact. The free mixtape version, of course, but like I said, the deluxe edition is called Gusto Geechee. Hey, he changed it to another name, so don't even sleep on him yet. But yeah, man, this nigga came in hard. Like, it was a chill ass vibe. This track was just maybe, it was like 2:59, so it's just under 3 minutes. But it's a nice, clean, wavy track. And as you could tell, he's just talking about how despite all the fame, all the fortune and all that, I'm still me, still Geach. You know what I mean? I fucks with the song, man. Like I said, this is what happens when I finish playing a track, man. I'm just still vibing to it. But look, wavy, chill, vibey, reverb action going on as usual, man. Just high tempo, and he goes in flowing with the singing voice, the auto-tune voice. Second time he's done that so far. Cool trend he's got going there. I like it. I fuck it. It works. It vibes, and you know, like I said, this would have been a dope ass radio single for him, for a fact. Dope ass radio single. As you know, or if you don't know, let me break it down for you. You ain't got a clue? I'm gonna break it down for you. It's your boy Drew. Nikko Lafre chose to take the path famously taken by Nipsey Hussle, but like I said, they both were doing the same thing at the same time. It's just Nipsey is more known, but Nikko was on the same mindset as Nipsey. You know, didn't want to have a major record label, wanted to do things on his own, climb on his own way, have his own private record label. Of course, Nipsey ended up giving in and signing with Atlantic Records, but at least compared to most artists, it was on his own terms. He had like, this is what I want, this and that and that and that and that. Boom. Nikko kind of didn't get that now, because he is a very talented artist. Look, he put out great quality music, man. I got this feeling that somehow he made so much good money drug dealing that either he retired or he's just now like a drug dealer celebrity, like on low. Like, people don't know, but like on a low, like he's giving out, like he's basically the plug for all like celebrities, like rappers, artists. Like he's like the celebrity plug for them to go to. I got a feeling that's what he's probably doing, because I'd be damned if I find out that this nigga's broken. I got broken dreams, because if that's the case, I'm definitely getting his ass back in shape, because nigga, you was made for this shit. I'm hoping that that's the reason why he stopped making music, though, was because he's fine. He don't need it. He's just doing it because he wants to have fun. But yeah, love this mixtape. Album. So now that you guys know my A-list track, hey, debate it in the comment section whether you agree or not. Look, I think this is definitely the A-list track. We got one more track to go before I can really do a full review on how I feel about this album, and then we'll vibe out and everything, and we'll call it a night. But last track, track 18, Love Like Drugs. Let's get it.
bitch, she so enticing. Codeine, I fix that drink, she mixes how I like it. Them drugs in the morning, way too strong, cause that's my preference. Can't feel my face when I'm with you, I love your presence. Girl, have you ever made love on 100 bands while you on 100 cents? Tell me if you haven't, we could do it right now. Girl, you know I want it, yeah, I want it right now. Started on the floor, then we took it to the bed. Made another cup, and she took it to the bed. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drug. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you.
Una California burrito, por favor.
California burrito nomás.
Yeah.
¿Algo más?
Yeah. Sí.
Yeah, California burrito, and that's it.
Sí.
Thank you.
Cringe-worthy. My Spanish is bad. Fucking dumbass. They're like.
Got that man with no prescription. Pop them pills, I pop them pills, they in my system. Told you once, I fuck you once, you be my victim. Girl, have you ever made love on 100 bands while you on 100 cents? Tell me if you want it, we can do it right now. Girl, you know I want it, yeah, I want it right now. Started on the floor, then we took it to the bed. Made another cup, and she took it to the bed. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. And I love my drugs so much. I said I love my drugs so much. I let them judge, I don't get no fuck. When I was down, man, they ain't show up. And all the nigga bad with my shorty and the drugs. So I love her like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. All the birds, all the honey in the wind. Like a seal, go put me up the wind. My drugs. Have you ever made love on the pill? I was saying, girl, do it for the thrill. My drugs. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. Girl, I love you like my money. Girl, I love you like I love my drugs. All the birds, all the honey in the wind. Crack a seal, go pull me up the wind. My drugs. Have you ever made love on a pill? Papa saying, go do it for the thrill. My drugs.
I think I made a big mistake. And no, it's not because I took the order in fucking Spanish instead of English like any regular motherfucker would. God, man, this is why this project is my fucking favorite. Look, I'll give you my personal top 10 favorite projects list one day. Best believe this album is making it, man. That's the way it is, the way I have it set up. 18 tracks, man. Fuck! This is definitely worthy of an A-list track. And honestly, as good as From the Gods and as good as How It Look is, man, when they hit, even Still Geech is clean as fuck. It's 3 minutes. That's the reason why I chose it. Fuck. Still Geech and Love Like Drugs. How you not include these 2 tracks into this album, into a 15 track list, man. It sucks that it's already bad enough that, you know, you have to wait till the deluxe edition to release Still Geech, but I'll give you credit, you did do that. How do you not include this track into the album and just leave it as a Lucy? This nigga must be, unless you thinking like, oh, I don't want to sound like Seventh Soldano, but then again, Seventh Soldano really isn't out there yet. He's just on the come up. You ahead of him. But I do get it. Sometimes you don't want to leech on nigga style and fucking blow up because of it. I mean, golly, people pick on Tory Lanez for that shit. Like, don't even sound like Travis Scott at all. Hell, Travis Scott, after Rodeo, abandoned himself and started sounding just like Kid Cudi. Either he sounds like Kid Cudi, Kanye West, Young Thug, or Drake. Yeah, bad. Even Drake don't sound like himself no more. Artists nowadays really have a hard time. They're just having identity crisis nowadays. All the artists big before them. Man, that's crazy though. Like, people don't realize, man.
Hey, hola, buenas noches. ¿California Burrito?
Yeah.
76.
Here you go. Thank you.
Salsa?
Yeah, let me
Red or
get
green?
red, please.
Okay.
Man, this track was fire, bro. Fuck Juice WRLD. You don't come close to touching this. Everyone talking about Juice WRLD, man. Juice WRLD ain't shit, man. I'm talking about druggy, trippy, love breakup songs. Y'all missed out on this in 2015. This track was fire. Like, man, I can't tell you. Fire ass track, man. Now this is the type of shit you really want to get making love to while you high as fuck. I mean, people have sex on drugs, man. This is it right here. But yeah, man, solid overall track, man. Solid. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my review of this album. I wish you would not play, or I not tell you not to play. I'm gonna go ahead and play the intro. What the fuck is going on? So if I touch anything, it's gonna play. God, technology fucking with me these days. Gracias.
Have a good night.
You too. Alright, let me go ahead and do this review, man. This in the background. Since I only need, that's gonna give me a good time in 2 minutes, man. I ain't gonna waste no more fucking time. But yeah, I love this album. This album is definitely in my top 10 all time of favorite albums or projects. This is definitely by far my favorite Nikko Lafre project. Mainly because it's just shown how much he stepped up. He's really right there with the elites, especially at the time when Rodeo came out, when I Told You came out, fucking what's the name of that weekend album? The one before Starboy. But you know what I mean? Like just the main hip hop artists that was out there at 2015, the hottest motherfuckers. Even Migos, when the culture first came out. Like this nigga was right up there. Yeah, his shit isn't gonna be as poppy as the others, but he's definitely that low chill vibe, man. I mean, like, come on, man. If I find out Travis Scott even bit from this nigga, I swear, Travis Scott, you better watch out for this hook, baby. If you bit off this nigga, anyone who bit off this nigga got famous because of it. While this nigga didn't get a chance to eat, I'm gonna be fucking up to your head. But yeah. But that's definitely wraps up this album. As you know, to recap, A-list track is Still Geach, although I'm really debating on switching it to Love Like Drugs. B-side is Tell 'Em That I Need More, TTI, and I'm featuring Johnny Rain at the end. C-list, which is pretty much, if I gotta categorize it, like I said, A-list is the pop radio hit, B is the real shit, C is gonna be basically the chill vibe track list. Catalog is gonna be what's it called? And still ends. D for delivery. The D list catalog is Out the Mud. And you know what? I'm gonna give the E the excellency. I'm just gonna give it to Love Like Drugs just to make up for it. Love Like Drugs is gonna get the E list catalog for excellency, and the F for feature list. Feature track list catalog is gonna go to Seventh's interlude to Seventh Soldano. Just one hell of a fucking track. I mean, even though he got the whole track to himself basically, but still, he is a feature on someone else's album. Great shit. I easily could have given it to True Love as well, but look, love that track. But yeah, as far as really my favorite personal track, it really has to go down to when it comes to Me and My Lady, it's gonna be way too long for sure. That and She Knows. We fucks with that. But my personal